Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 60th Annual World Power Showcase event at LoanDepot Park. Tonight, we recognize the emerging youth stars participating in this year's event. For all of our participants receiving their on-field jersey, once you receive your jersey on the field, you'll exit to your left via the visiting clubhouse ramp, where you'll make your way to the green screen capture room in the visiting clubhouse. Once you've completed your green screen capture, you'll make your way up the stairs via section 14 behind home plate and head to section 22. Once you arrive at section 22, you'll make your way down the stairs to field level for your red carpet photo. Once again, for all of our participants, once you receive your jersey, you'll exit stage left via the visiting clubhouse ramp to the green screen capture room in the visiting clubhouse. Once you've completed your green screen capture, you'll make your way up the stairs via section 14 and head to section 22. Once you arrive at section 22, you'll make your way down the stairs to field level for your red carpet photo. And at this time, we ask that you please welcome the founder and CEO of the Power Showcase, Mr. Brian Domenico.
Can everybody hear me okay? Excellent, thank you. So I'd like to welcome everybody to this year's 16th Annual World Power Showcase. It seems like I was just standing here, a year ago, and every year flies by and it brings so many new families and young aspiring athletes into my life. And when you get a chance to come out here and experience being on one of the holy grails, it enhances your baseball DNA. It changes your life forever. These guys may not make it to the major leagues, but they are going to want to aspire to be in the big leagues of their profession. They're going to remember what this prosperous energy felt like. So I want to thank everybody for coming, and I want to thank, we have some families, this is their 6th time coming to the Power Showcase, and I really want to extend my appreciation for them allowing for me to be part of their son's life and one of their stops each and every year. Now, thank you. Now, each year when everybody's at check-in, for some reason, nobody wants to pick number 1. And I think it's just about the amount of pressure or having to be on. And welcome to life, because you can't always be ready for that moment. Sometimes it just has to happen. And over the 20 years of me running this event and 16 years in major league stadiums, there's been some very interesting stories where the players that have gone on and hit number 1 have been world champions. And I have a very interesting story right now I'd like to bring up. He's a top prospect in the minor leagues with the Toronto Blue Jays. He was our 12U and 13U world champion a couple of years ago, and he was one of the ones that picked number 1. Now, years ago, we ran this in December, and the sun was right above the LoanDepot sign, blaring right in your eyes. And nobody thought that this young man was going to come in. I mean, we all did. He's a hell of a player. But what I'm saying is, with the sun, we weren't expecting a lot. And he got locked in, and he hit 20 home runs in the first round and kind of proved to everybody that not only with the sun in your eyes, you can't make any excuses. You got to just shut up and compete. And again, he went on to travel all over the place. He's one of the top international prospects. He's all over social media. He plays the game the right way. He markets himself the right way with working out and eating the right way. I'm very, very proud that he's here. His younger brother's also here as well. I'd like to bring him up right now, 2-time Power Showcase world champion, Manuel Beltre. Justice, whoever you want. A little bit lower.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Manuel Beltre. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a professional baseball player from the Toronto Blue Jays organization. I started my professional career at the young age of 16 years old. But 4 years before that, I have the great opportunity, first, thank God and the support of my parents, to participate in this great event called Power Showcase. At just 12 years old, I was able to demonstrate my baseball skills and also had the opportunity to participate in my first home run derby, where I became champion for the first time in my life. I really enjoy being here. I met a lot of friends and I lived my first experience in the major league field. I like it so much that the year after that, I came again to live the experience one more time, where I became champion for the second and consecutive year. I share field with some well-known players as Tamar Johnson, first-round pick of 2022 draft, and Blaze Jordan, one of the top prospects of the Boston Red Sox. I have a forgiving experience and moments that I hope one time in my career I can repeat them again. The only tip I can give you guys is enjoy. Enjoy every single moment of this, because I know we get really good pay and we can make really good money of this, but we must enjoy this as we were 6, 7 years old, because at the end of the day, this is just a game. So work hard, trust in the process, trust God, listen to your parents and coaches, and do the best that you can. God bless you and have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Manuel Beltre.
All right, so I'd like to bring up the 6 individuals that chose number 1. Dylan Boyle from Arizona, AJ Starkey from California, Dillinger Waddles from California, Connor Young from Texas, William Strand from Arizona, and Ethan Pobransky from North Carolina. Gentlemen, thank you. Gentlemen, thank you. This next, yes. This next player, this is his 3rd Power Showcase, and he's kind of grown up within the event. As a 14-year-old, he was a world champion and had thunderous, ridiculous power. Came as a 15-year-old, needed to make some adjustments, got himself his mind right, his body right, and he came back as an underclassman last year and was hitting balls up into the lights at 491 feet. And shortly after the event, got a phone call and committed to the University of Texas. About 6 months ago, he ruptured his Achilles tendon, had surgery, and has been battling all the way back and getting himself, again, in championship condition. And he's here to defend his title. Clayton Bolkema, hold on one second. Clayton Bolkema. Now, the history behind this is that Babe Ruth Babe Ruth, his granddaughter, Linda Ruth Tassetti, is part of the Power Showcase and has been since 2009. And since the inception, she thought that we should have 2 awards. One is the Colossus of Clout, which to me I think is one of the greatest awards that any young player can have. It's a replica bat that Babe Ruth swung coming out of St. Mary's and used the first couple of years in the big leagues. And it's the bat that you see in the Hall of Fame when you guys go to Cooperstown. It's the 40-inch, 54-ounce bat. Now that's going to be presented to each of the young men within their age groups that hits the furthest home run. Now, there was another award that I think is a little more special, and that's the Spirit of Babe Ruth. Now, past participants who have received that, Bryce Harper, Chris Bryant, more recently Tristan Casas, who's now the starting first baseman for the Boston Red Sox. So this award is presented to the player that exemplifies tremendous character both on and off the field and really is the most prolific power hitter in the country, Clayton Bolkema. All right, now into the teams. So this first coach I've known for 8 years. I think the parents that have this coach coaching their sons this for the next couple of days is going to be very, very lucky. Obviously, the coaches I bring in not only are great baseball coaches on the field, but there's a special innate ability within their personalities that I think that are going to resonate and last within your sons for as long as they play the game of baseball. He's won Cooperstown. He's won the Perfect Game stuff. He's won USSSA. He's an electric coach. Could really be a college coach if he wanted, but I think he enjoys at this time coaching youth and really bringing out the very best in all of these young players. He's from Texas, a dear friend of mine, Joey Hara.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Rookies American League Bat Boy, Grayson Jet Hara. And now, let's meet the teams. First, for the Power Showcase Rookies American League, representing California, he's a first baseman out of Clara Barton Elementary, Christian Odell. Once again, the players will exit stage left and make their way up the ramp to the visiting clubhouse. Representing California, he's a shortstop out of San Elijo Middle School, Jaeger Scott. Representing California, he's a second baseman and pitcher out of Amelia Earhart Middle School, Trip Taylor. Trip is a dual participant who will pitch innings 4 through 6 in the Rookies Classic All-American game.
Yep, straight ahead. Keep going.
Representing Connecticut, he's a center fielder out of Helen Keller Middle School, Brennan Marriott.
Representing Connecticut, a third baseman out of Kingswood, Oxford, Cole Gallagher. Representing Connecticut, a first baseman out of Sedgwick Middle School, Nicky Vlastos Jr. Representing Florida, a right fielder out of Osceola Creek Middle School, Christian Lamelas. Representing Florida, a catcher out of Horace O'Brien School, Kane Dickerson.
Representing Indiana, he's a catcher out of Crestview Middle School, Caden Poehler. Caden is a returning 15th annual participant whose longest home run traveled 255 feet in last year's event. Representing Massachusetts, a first baseman out of Bellingham Junior Senior High School, Nicholas Fantini. Representing New Jersey, a shortstop out of Thomas Jefferson Middle School, Tyler Cerruti. Representing Oregon, a first baseman and pitcher out of Mount Tabor Middle School, Kellen McDonald. Kellen is a dual participant who will pitch innings 7 through 9 in the Rookies Classic All-American game.
Representing South Carolina, a shortstop out of Charleston Catholic School, Colton Carr. Colton is a returning 15th annual participant who recorded 4 home runs and a long of 238 feet. Representing Texas, a catcher out of the Sherryland School, I.J. Garza. Representing Texas, a first baseman out of Stevenson Middle School, Jacob Stocksdale. Representing Texas, a right fielder out of Rusk Junior High School, Jaden Rojo. Jaden is a returning 15th annual participant who recorded 4 home runs and a long of 312 feet.
Representing Texas, he's a shortstop out of Blessed Sacrament Catholic School, Jason Sapp. Also representing Texas, a first baseman out of Diebold Junior High School, Marco Cedillo. Representing Texas, a pitcher out of Holy Cross Catholic School, Stephen Roberts. Stephen is a starting pitcher in the Rookies Classic All-American game. Representing Virginia, a catcher out of Matoka Middle School, Cooper Crabtree. And representing Vermont, he's a catcher out of Arvida Middle School, Hank the Tank Sandoval. And a reminder to all of our participants, once you exit the locker room following your green screen capture, please make your way up to the concourse via section 14 or 15 and head to section 22 for your red carpet photo. Once again, after you complete your green screen capture in the locker room, up to the section 14 area and head to section 22 to head down for your red carpet photo with your parents.
I'd like to bring up the 2 assistant coaches. I'd like to bring up Kyle and Chase Jeter.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the Power Showcase Rookies American League team.
This next coach is a former professional baseball player, also played 3 years in college, and it's nice to. He's also a dad too of 2 really good young baseball players, and he doesn't, I guess, play daddy ball per se at all. I mean, he's extremely tough. He knows what it takes to get to the highest level possible. And this is his second year being a head coach with me, and I'm absolutely thrilled that he's back. And obviously, I got both of his sons, Trayvon Jackson.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the Rookies National League.
I have to bring up the assistant coaches for them, and also, well, Mike, I'll let you bring up the two bat boys. I want to bring up Dan Smith and Michael Tragesser.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Rookies National League Bat Boys, Jonathan and Christopher Hines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Rookies National League squad representing Arizona, a shortstop out of the Belen Soto School, Dylan Boyle. Representing Arizona, a first baseman out of Wigwam Creek Elementary School, Sean Simon. Representing California, a first baseman out of Hutchinson Middle School, A.J. Starkey. Representing California, a catcher out of Amelia Earhart Middle School. He is the returning 15th Annual Power Showcase 12U champion who recorded an incredible 66 home runs, including 14 consecutive. He also received the Colossus of Clout and Pro Sway Batting Gloves Offensive MVP, Cooper Cantrell. Representing California, a third baseman out of Canyon Hills Junior High, Isaac Herrera.
Representing California, a first baseman out of Excelsior Charter School, Keegan Fair. Representing California, he's a shortstop out of Vanguard Preparatory School, Marquise Aiden Johnson Jr. Representing California, the first baseman out of Rio Vista Elementary School, Theo Silk Jackson. Representing California, he's a shortstop out of Sitting Bull Academy, Trayvon Jackson Jr. Trayvon is a three-time Power Showcase returning participant. Representing Florida, a catcher out of Osceola Creek Middle School, Abriel Mandaria Torres.
Representing Florida, a shortstop and pitcher, Cullen Tessa. Cullen is pitching innings 7 through 9 in the Rookies Classic All-American game. Representing Florida, a catcher out of Bob Graham Middle School, Dylan Fernandez. Dylan is a returning 15th annual participant who recorded 10 home runs with a long of 303 feet. Representing Florida, a first baseman out of Bartow Middle School, Landon Thompson. Representing Florida, a third baseman out of St. Thomas the Apostle School, Maximus Martinez. Representing Florida, a shortstop out of Miami Christian School, Noel Gilliard.
Representing Florida, he's a center fielder and pitcher out of the Wilkinson School, Tristan Woods. Tristan is a dual participant and a starting pitcher in the Rookies Classic All-American game. Representing New York, a catcher out of LMK Middle School, Noah Martinez. Representing Rhode Island, a first baseman out of Portsmouth Middle School, Mason Smith. Representing Utah, he's a first baseman out of American Heritage School, Justin Robertson. And representing Wisconsin, a third baseman and pitcher out of the Prairie School, Sebastian Cortez. Sebastian is a dual participant, pitching innings 4 through 6 in the Rookies Classic All-American game. One more round of applause for the Power Showcase Rookies National League team.
Quality, right? You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, and the high school guys, they swing a wood bat, and I've seen a lot of bats come through, you know, bamboo bats, Chandler bats. There's always bats that are coming through. And several years ago, I was watching the Major League Home Run Derby, and Pete Alonso was hitting. And obviously he won that event, and there was just something special about the way the ball rocketed off that bat. And then the following year, he backed it up, and he was a back-to-back Major League Home Run Derby champion. And the last couple of years, you know, he advanced a little bit. I think last year was a little bit rougher, but regardless of all that, for me, it's the feedback that I get from families and, more importantly, the hitters on the quality of the products. Bats are not cheap. Gloves are not cheap. Bats are not cheap, as you guys can attest to this. And I had a chance to meet a guy named Billy Hanley who worked for Dovetail Bats. And then I really had the pleasure of meeting the brains behind the operation, Teresa Lancisi, and then her husband, Paul, who's fantastic. He says he's better looking than me. I don't know, but we'll see. But my whole point is that they're here, and I'm really excited for you and your sons to get a chance to meet them and to buy a really nice piece of quality. I think that your sons are going to enjoy that. I'd like to bring him up right now. He's also going to speak on another really exciting topic as well. And Paul, come on up.
I'd like to thank Brian for all his hard work putting this together. For these guys, for the parents especially. I also want to congratulate Brian. He challenged Billy and I to Biggest Loser competition about a month ago. The three of us had gained a little bit too much weight, and Brian ended up taking off more than all of us, so congrats, bud. One of the things I want to talk to the kids about, and if you can hear me, what scouts look for. And dealing with high school ball players for a long time, hard work is one thing, but talent is great. But hard work outshines talent. And there's a lot of talented kids out here. And when you're just practicing, when you're hanging out, that's what people take notice at. When you're shagging balls in the outfield, are you doing it half-heartedly, or are you really working at it? And that's what scouts look for. Attitude. It's one thing you're in 100% control of. Nobody can take it and nobody can give it. Whatever happens on the field, whatever happens in life, your attitude is what's going to carry you through. Try to remain positive. We talk about character. Brian brought it up about Clayton Bolkema. Character is huge. And what I've learned over the years is baseball reveals character. It doesn't build it. And when things don't go the right way, and that's when things fall apart. In life, you don't always get your way. And what I'd really like to say is I pay a lot of attention to young men. I've raised a couple myself, and now we're on to 4 grandchildren. And what we look for is how polite kids are. And people take notice of that in school, in the work industry, in commerce, and especially on a ball field. And I'd like you guys to take it to heart. Whoever you deal with, especially your parents, they've given up a lot for you to be here. They've spent a lot of money to be here, and they've given up their time, and they're investing in you. They have high hopes for you, and I would love to see you all respect your parents to the utmost. One thing Brian mentioned that we talked about, we have a new venture that we started with Dovetail Bat, and it's called ID Evolution. Chad Miller, Chad, come on up. Chad was the head of the Louisville Slugger Bat Science Department, and he works with major league ball players, minor league ball players, and we thought, why not get involved with amateurs? What he does, and I'm going to let him explain it, but what's really important, and I find with kids, is when we give them a bat and they say it feels great, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best product for the player. Chad breaks it down, he does the bat fitting, and he lets the player know what he should use and why he should use it. And I'd like to introduce Chad Miller, and Heather Keepers, his partner, is here somewhere up there, and we'll let him explain what goes on.
How y'all doing today? So first and foremost, again, to echo what Paul talked about, thank you very much for having and allowing us to come out here, and thank you to Brian for allowing us to be here tonight as well. What we do is we are actually a scientific bat fitting entity. We're also a player development platform. And so what we're able to do is take a look at what your son is doing from a biomechanical perspective. We actually break that down into 24 different points throughout the body. One of the great things that we're able to do is we compete head-to-head every day with Marucci, and I'm proud to say that we kill them. Just kidding. So as we go through this, we look at 24 points on the human body. We attribute that back to 9 different points on the bat, starting from the knob and looking at hamate health. The hamate injury is the number one reason why players were on the DL last year for upper extremity injuries. We then go to the hands. We look at the grip, and we look at the size of the hands. We actually look at how does kinetic energy flow through the human body from the backside foot all the way out through the barrel. Then we're going to come up, we're going to test their grip strength. We're going to test their internal and external rotational strength. We're going to see what type of a heat map your son should have as they step into the box. From there, we're going to work our way up to the eyes, and we're also look at mobility. And so as we go through that entire process, we're going to identify one very scientific method of how do we actually get energy from our back foot out to the barrel and keep that barrel parallel to the ball for as long as humanly possible. So as you go through that, it seems like a lot, but I can tell you, don't just think about buying a bat from the standpoint of I can hold the bat out and it doesn't shake for 5 seconds. As Paul talked about, and as you well know, bats are now very expensive investments, and we want to make sure that your player has the best possible equipment to allow them the best possible chance to optimize their career and play right here on a daily basis. So again, thank you all very much. We'd love to see you tomorrow. We're out the big inflatable cage out in front of the building. If you want to check us out, look at our website. It's idevolution.com. And again, congratulations, players, for an awesome experience. But most importantly, I wish you nothing but the best in your careers. Thank you very much.
Another very unique key to education and learning about your son's ability, and I think moms and dads, you should start taking a sincere level of interest in learning about, for an example, I'm going to bring him up here in a second, blast motion. You know, blast motion measures hip acceleration, bat speed, hand speed, and 90% of all of Major League Baseball uses their data to help their hitters, and also over 300 colleges use their readings and their metrics. So I'm going to allow for him to come up and dive into this a little bit more deeply, but I also think moms and dads, you should start paying attention to this because you'll really enjoy the development of your son through the process. I'd like to bring him up right now, Todd Friedman, blast motion.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate the introduction. And thanks again for inviting us back here for the second straight year. Always good to be in Miami this time of year, especially when you're coming from the Northeast. So we've been around since 2016, been in the market, and in around 2017, the Houston Astros started to take a little bit more of a dive into us, and so we're kind of a trickle-down product where we started with MLB, now we're into colleges and obviously in the youth and amateur market as well. So Brian mentioned we're measuring swing metrics, right? We've all heard of exit velocity, launch angle, things that are measuring the actual ball. Well, we're looking at the actual swing. Okay, so what we're going to look at for this purpose for the home run derby is we're going to look at bat speed. Okay, obviously if we want to hit the ball hard, we want to hit the ball far, we have to have good bat speed, good rotational movements. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at every player's bat speed throughout this next couple days, and we're going to separate it by the 6 different age groups. Each player has the highest bat speed in each age group will get a blast sensor as an award. So we're looking forward to it. And looking at the list of players, I see a lot of returning players, so I'm looking forward to seeing those guys and also the new ones as well. And parents, thank you very much, and players, congratulations. It's a great award, and obviously being here is for this event is pretty special. Thanks.
This gentleman is back for his third year with me. He's the head coach of the Babe Ruth American League, and from California, and from a really great program called the California Baseball Academy. I'm sure a lot of you parents, when you're playing in tournaments, you see players with the CBA on their jersey. And he's also involved in several other things. He's a co-owner and operator of the Legends Athletic Performance Center and the current Empire Youth Director. And when you match all three of those things together, you focus in on somebody who really likes to develop young ball players and young people. And he's very tough, but he's very true. And the way he articulates it to the player, he elevates them and brings them up. And again, I'm excited that he's here again, John Baruman.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could get the Babe Ruth American League and National League teams to the dugouts, please. Once again, the Babe Ruth American League and National League teams to the third base dugout. Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Don't all move at once.
Dugout. Babe Ruth American, Babe Ruth National in the dugout.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the Power Showcase Babe Ruth American League team. Representing Alabama, a third baseman and pitcher out of Foley High School, Colton Watkins. Colton is pitching innings 4 through 6 in the Babe Ruth Classic. Representing Alabama, a first baseman out of Huntsville Junior High School, Robin Lowe. Representing Arizona, a catcher out of the Basha School, Lincoln Demmons. Representing California, a first baseman out of Jurupa Hills High School, Casey Ard. Representing California, a first baseman and pitcher out of Hillcrest Christian School, Dillinger Waddles. Dillinger is a returning Power Showcase participant and is a starting pitcher in the Babe Ruth Classic.
Representing Florida, a third baseman out of Mulrennan Middle School, Caleb Lambert Jr. Representing Florida, a pitcher out of Mulrennan Middle School, Cameron Clausen. Cameron is pitching innings 7 through 9 in the Babe Ruth Classic. Representing Idaho, he is a second baseman out of Sugar Salem High School, Sam Chappell. Sam is a 3-time Power Showcase returning participant. Last year, he recorded 4 home runs with a longest distance of 360 feet. Representing Indiana, a shortstop out of Decatur Middle School, Drew Dalton. Representing Mississippi, he is a third baseman out of the Cathedral School, Drake Cox. Drake is a returning participant from the 15th Annual Showcase, in which he recorded 3 home runs with a longest distance of 371 feet.
Representing Mississippi, a catcher out of Hernando High School, Zaxton Aldridge. Representing North Carolina, a center fielder out of North Brunswick High School, Tyler Sellers. Representing Oklahoma, a catcher, he is homeschooled, Jaden Stegner. Representing Panama, a shortstop out of Brandon High School, Trey Adcox. Trey is a returning participant from the 14th Annual Power Showcase. Representing Tennessee, a catcher out of Franklin Road Academy, Baron Zenner.
Representing Texas, a catcher out of West Sabine ISD, Jackson Mitchell. Representing Texas, also a catcher out of West Sabine High School, Cade Myron. Representing Texas, a right fielder out of Leander High School, Quinn Majeski. Quinn is a returning participant from the 14th Annual Power Showcase. And representing Utah, a center fielder out of Timpanogos Middle School, Austin Brown. Austin is a returning 13 and under runner-up in the 15th Annual World Power Showcase, where he logged a total of 36 home runs and a longest distance of 395 feet. One more round of applause for the Babe Ruth American League team.
And to reiterate the word quality again, this gentleman, I met him again several years ago, and when you are a parent and you're out there buying your son cleats and bats and balls and all that stuff, there's another item that your players now, which are very, very stylish, is a batting glove. And he, like a lot of other kids back in the day when he played, the quality of the gloves were not very good and they would constantly rip. And he vowed to himself to build a phenomenal batting glove and have it be the very, very best. And his personal customer service is second to none. And I'd like to bring him up right now to explain a little bit more about Pro Sway batting gloves, Jake Simmons from Texas.
Good evening, everyone. Brian, thanks again for having me and my wife this year. She gets to be here with me. Staff, Alejandro, Willie, Kike, all of y'all do an exceptional job at running this. From the moment I started in Texas with y'all to now, it's just gotten better and better. So appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I see a lot of familiar faces and friends. I'm blessed to be a part of your kids' journeys and see the boys grow up through the event. There's probably 20 of these kids that I've got to see the past 4 years I've been here. And guys like Hogan Nelson, Bokema, guys that are going off to, big-time D1 schools. It's crazy to see their journey and how they've gotten their bodies to where they are now. It's truly exceptional for the parents, putting the time in, the money, and we know this isn't easy. So all of y'all have done a great job. Hold on one second. So we started this adventure in 2020. COVID was crazy. We didn't know if this event was going to happen. I got a few phone calls. The last one actually coming from Brian asking if I'd be interested. First one came from Joey Hara when he was in Arizona. I had no idea what the event was. All I had known is I seen Bryce Harper on in 2010. So when he was in Arizona, he said, "Man, you got to be out here." So fast forward a year later, I get a call a couple months before. Billy Hanley from Dovetail calls me. Get up to Dallas, and it was my first event. Didn't know what to expect, but when I walked on the field, I was mind blown. The talent level of these kids is insane. The parents, y'all have raised y'all's kids right, and that is something that's lost in this world today. So I appreciate it. They're exceptional and kids, and they're going to grow up to be great adults. I started this company in 2017. I didn't really know what I wanted it to be, if I wanted it to be a business or just something, a venture I started. I used work gloves when I was growing up. Didn't want to pay the $70, $90, $100 that even today they are. So when I started this, I started off the mindset that it was going to be a work glove made into a batting glove. About 48 hours it took me to get demos, everything ordered in my hands in 2 weeks. So started in 2017, 2023, we're booming because this event. This really fast-tracked me on to getting in big league players' hands, players like Ty France, Justin Farmer, who's a former player from here. This event has just been great for us. You know, a lot of people speak on perfection like it's always attainable. The fact is, life in baseball is a game of failure. The greats succeed 30% of the time, and we come short of being perfect every single day. That is infallible to think about, but it is indeed true. Today's society will pressure you to always being perfect, but trust me, you will fail. But it's how you get back up and push through the bad times to create the good. It's how you take those failures and be a better person and player and be who you're supposed to be. Welcome failure and hard work. Learn and grow from those experiences and never give up on your dreams. Always dream big and make sure you surround yourself with the right group of people that will encourage and help you. Big dreams feel unattainable and impossible until you're doing it. From starting in a little college apartment to where I am now, life takes you in crazy directions. I just want to say, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Thank y'all.
Babe Ruth National League. This coach, again from California, he coached with ZT Elite. He's won just about every championship out there. And again, he's another guy that the way he speaks to the players is a very easy way for the players to understand, and it's not a demeaning tonality at all. His son has been part of this event. I think he's done 3 of them. He did not come this year, but obviously the father decided, the head coach decided to come anyway because I guess he must enjoy the event. But I'm thrilled that he's here. And again, I think the parents will get a chance to see Gary Mendoza coach, and he's pretty special. He's pretty special. Gary Mendoza. What's up, B?
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, man. Go back. For the love of the game.
And now, time to represent the Babe Ruth National League team. Representing Connecticut, a shortstop and pitcher out of St. Joseph High School, Gavin Rovanelli. Gavin is pitching innings 4 through 6 in the Babe Ruth Classic. Representing Connecticut, a first baseman out of Greenwich High School, Liam Zeller. Liam is a returning 13U finalist in which he recorded a total of 20 home runs and won the Colossus of Cloud Award for longest home run of 444 feet within his age group. Additionally, he received the Dovetail Bats Offensive MVP in the 13U All-American game. Also representing Connecticut, a right fielder out of North Haven High School, Shane Burney. Representing Florida, a shortstop out of Oakview Middle School, Ashton Norris. Ashton is a returning 15th annual participant in which he recorded 7 home runs and a longest of 362 feet.
Representing Florida, a left fielder out of Bishop Moore Catholic High School, John Costello. John is a returning 15th annual participant. Representing Florida, a third baseman out of Lecanto Middle School, Lucas LeClaire. Representing Florida, a catcher out of Providence School of Jacksonville, Tanner Eckerts. Tanner is now joined by his brother Tucker, who will serve as a Babe Ruth Classic bat boy. Representing Florida, a pitcher out of Mayport Middle School, Trey Parker.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, guys.
Trey is pitching innings 7 through 9 in the Babe Ruth Classic.
Representing Kentucky, a shortstop out of Christian Community School, Jamison Garrett. Jamison was a returning 15th annual participant whose longest home run traveled 310 feet. Representing Louisiana, he's a third baseman out of Calvary Baptist Academy, Cooper Holmes. Cooper is a returning 14U finalist in which he recorded 26 home runs and a long of 475 feet.
3.
Representing Maryland, he is a catcher and first baseman, Charlie Big Papa Rothbard. Charlie is a returning 14th annual participant. Representing Ohio, he is a catcher out of St. Ignatius High School, Braden Colleran.
Representing Oklahoma, a catcher out of Owasso High School, Benji Bauer.
Visitors Clubhouse, green screen, and red carpet. Man, I've been waiting to meet you for a long time, man. How are you? Good, good.
Representing Texas, a catcher out of Huntington High School, Connor Young. Connor is a 4-time returning Power Showcase participant. Representing Texas, a second baseman out of Lufkin High School, Demaria Rodriguez. Demaria is a 4-time returning Power Showcase participant. Representing Texas, a third baseman and pitcher out of Katy Taylor High School, Easton Cifuentes. Easton is the starting pitcher for the Babe Ruth Classic and a returning Power Showcase participant.
Call Jonathan Hampton.
Representing Texas, a left fielder out of Alto High School, Jalen Flash Finley.
All right, 1, 2, 3. One more. Awesome. It didn't look like your flash was going off, but it looks like it is now.
Representing Texas, he is a first baseman out of San Angelo Central High School, Ryler Hunt. Ryler is a returning 15th annual participant whose longest home run traveled 392 feet.
Oh, there you go. That's smart. All right, 1, 2, 3. One more.
Representing Virginia, a third baseman out of Bishop Ireton High School, Grant Lebens Jr.
Finally here. Been looking forward to meeting you for a while. How are you? Good. Joey Gibbons is really proud of you.
And representing West Virginia, a shortstop and pitcher out of the Lindsley School, Ryder Dolesk. Ryder is a returning 15th annual participant and will pitch innings 10 through 12. Once again, the Babe Ruth National League team.
Visitors Clubhouse, green screen, and get the parents to do the red carpet. All right? You got it. High school. The last speaker for the evening is a very interesting story, and I think something that has a lot of value, and I think the parents should pay attention to this as well as the kids. He was a 4-time college All-American. Think about that, 4-time college All-American Played 6 years of professional baseball with the Tampa Bay Rays and the Texas Rangers. And when you take somebody who's lived and gone down that path and then decided to take on what he's going to explain to you, you have to pay attention a little bit. And there's the forever changing landscape in the recruiting process. And I'm sure some of you may have older siblings, or you rely on a neighbor or somebody who's got an older child and you rely on them, but things are constantly changing. And everything's different to each positional player, to a pitcher, to the amount of money they get, to all different variables. So you need somebody in your corner who's kind of like an advisor, but can also guide you, because he has so many relationships with pre-existing college coaches that academically, financially, logistically may be the perfect fit for you. We all need somebody we can ask for advice. I'd like to bring him up right now. I've known him for 20 years. Andrew Beinbrink from Sports Force.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. One more.
Wow, what a scene, huh? To all the players, I'd like you to definitely listen up. I hope you have the dream of playing professional baseball and being on this field. You know, it's dreams that drive you, motivate you, inspire you. This game ain't easy. It's the most confidence-crushing, soul-challenging sport ever invented. And you got to love it, though, too, because every day you don't know what's going to happen. Now, the fact is, the path to professional baseball now is through college. Only 120 players got drafted out of high school last year, worldwide. So you might have the dream to get here, but likely your path is going to go through college. And so now more than ever before, finding the right college fit is probably the biggest focus for families and for you as players. Because the years of being 18 to 21, 22 years old as a ball player are likely when you're going to make the most gains in your overall career. And so myself and our staff of over 20 former college coaches, professional scouts, college players, we're talking to thousands of college coaches every year, from Jay Johnson at LSU, to Esker at Stanford, to Ivy League schools, to Division II, Division III, NAIA, and junior college. And college recruiting's changed dramatically, just even in the last couple years. Some of you have heard of the transfer portal. That's changing how recruiting is being done nowadays. And it's something to be mindful of as a parent, because finding the right fit means that not just your son goes to a school, gets a great education, gets in the right environment with the right coaches and leaders, but also has a chance to play, develop, and contribute. And bigger than that, doesn't have the probability of falling into the transfer portal trying to find another home. Right now, it's about a month from now, there's going to be a few thousand college players that are going to be told, we need you to find another college. And so getting it right the first time, finding the right fit, is more important than ever before. And for players, I didn't love school, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of you over there, you don't love going to class, you don't love studying, you don't love the homework. But if baseball's in your blood, it's in your spirit, then keep the goal on baseball and then handle your school. You don't got to love school to take your game to the highest level, even at the college level. To all the parents, you know, your son and your family's college decision is arguably the biggest decision that you're going to make in your son's life. And it's really important that you're getting as educated as possible on how this process works. There's tons of camps, showcases, travel teams, a lot of decisions that you got to make. And you don't have to be perfect, but it's important that you're making decisions that align with your goals as a family. And for players, your goals to play at the next level, be supported by coaches that believe in you, and have the opportunity to continue to develop. Because, quick story I'll tell you, I played at Arizona State, and my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer when I was a senior in high school. And so he didn't get to see me play over 500 games of baseball in my career. And so as parents, the moments of your child having a jersey on their back are fleeting and limited. And it's important that they get put in the best position to keep that jersey on their back for as long as they possibly can. Because this game is unbelievable in terms of creating opportunity for players that perform and continue to develop. And I don't want to rule out for anybody here the opportunity to play on this diamond and get paid to do it at some day in their life. So I want to thank you for being here, making the investment and the commitment to be part of the Power Showcase. It's an honor to be a partner with Sports Force. Our company loves what we do. We're really good at it. We're going to be sharing with you a masterclass of ultimately how the college recruiting game is being played today after this event. But I'll be here for the next couple days, scouting, evaluating, making notes on players. And so players, you can't control the results. What you can control is your effort and your ability to lock in and focus. And I recommend don't play for the cameras that are filming. Don't play for your parents in the stands. Don't play for people on social media that are watching you. Play for your teammates and play for that burning desire that's in your heart to be good every day. Thank you.
We're going to bring up World Classic AL. Parents, I do appreciate you hanging in there. I know it's pretty hot and it's been a long, long day. But I'm going to bring up right now probably one of the most popular baseball coaches in the history of baseball coaches. I feel like I'm screaming into this. He's played with 8 different major league organizations. 8. I can't even count that high. It's unbelievable. He made his major league debut with the Red Sox in 2005, and he's back for, I believe, his 11th Power Showcase. He's absolutely incredible. Alejandro Machado. You've grown up so much. Brianna, right? Holy moly. How are you? You want to stand in the middle? Yeah. You want to hold that up?
All right, 1, 2, 3. Hold on.
I'd like to bring up, where is he? Hey, Coach Flacco. Al. Coach. I'd like to get a picture with you too, Coach.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the Power Showcase World Classic American League team. Representing Alabama, a catcher out of Escambia County High School, Brendan Qualls. Representing Alabama, a center fielder out of Foley High School, Cooper Watkins. Cooper is a returning 15th annual Power Showcase participant. Representing Alabama, a catcher out of Priceville School, Wes Walker. Wes led the state of Alabama in home runs with 10 and is committed to the University of North Alabama. Representing Australia, a first baseman out of Warweanda Secondary School, Hunter Mitchell.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. You hit pretty well today. Yeah.
Representing California, he's a first baseman out of Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep School, Tate Medikoff. Tate is committed to Santa Clara University. Representing Colorado, he is a pitcher out of Evergreen High School, Ryan Cook. Ryan is pitching innings 4 through 6 in the World Classic. Also representing Colorado, a catcher out of Windsor High School, Ryler Renton. Rylan led the state of Colorado in home runs. Representing Delaware, a catcher out of St. George's Technical School, Nathan Arterbridge. Nathan led the state of Delaware in home runs with 9 and is committed to Missouri State University.
Representing Florida, a catcher out of Durant High School, Carlos Morales. Carlos is committed to High Point University. Representing Florida, a center fielder out of Mater Academy, Larry Rodriguez. Representing Iowa, a first baseman and pitcher out of Morrison High School, Brendan Martin. Brendan is a 3-time Power Showcase participant and is committed to Triton Community College, and he will pitch innings 7 through 9 in the World Classic. Representing Maryland, a shortstop out of the Rockville School, Asher Friedman.
Representing Mississippi, he's a left fielder out of St. Stanislaus School, Chesley Rhodes. Chesley is a returning 15th annual participant who recorded 3 home runs with a long of 414 feet. He is committed to Jones College. Representing North Carolina, he is a center fielder and pitcher out of Person High School, Dylan England. Dylan is a 5-time returning Power Showcase participant and is a starting pitcher in the World Classic. Representing North Carolina, a first baseman out of St. Andrew's School, Ethan Prabramsky. Ethan is a 4-time returning participant who recorded 5 home runs with a long of 432 feet in the 15th annual showcase. He is committed to King University. Representing New Zealand, a pitcher out of Glendowie College, Harry Wurr. Harry is pitching innings 10 through 12 in the World Classic. Representing Oklahoma, a catcher out of Holland Hall School, Luke Beeler. Luke is a returning participant from the 15th annual Power Showcase.
Representing Ontario, a left fielder out of St. Thomas Aquinas, Luigi Iaboni. Representing Pennsylvania, a shortstop out of Seton LaSalle School, DiMaggio Lanero. DiMaggio is committed to North Alabama. Representing Puerto Rico, a third baseman out of Sam Houston School, Yahir Alejandro Pagan. Yahir is a returning Power Showcase participant and is committed to the University of Arkansas Rich Mountain. Representing South Carolina, a first baseman out of Stratford High School, Walter Argret. Representing Virginia, a center fielder out of Loudoun County High School, Jack Beard. Jack is a 5-time returning participant and is committed to Marymount University.
It's okay tomorrow. You're all grown up now. That's it. There's no more, unless I do the college select, you're done.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the World Classic American League team.
Last but not least, and probably the one of the best coaches in the entire country, definitely in the state of Florida. He was the Palm Beach County Coach of the Year 9 times, Coach of the Year 3 times for the state of Florida. He's got 3 state championships. I've known him for almost 30 years, I believe. No nonsense, really special, Miguel Cuello. want to bring up an assistant coach here who has really grown up within the Power Showcase. He's, I think it's eight years, and he handles almost everything from social media to making sure that I'm behaving myself. He's, he's great. Willie Vizzoso. Is Gary Smith here? Yeah, there he is. This young man I'd like to bring up right now is from the Virgin Islands, and I've known him for, God, about 10 or 12 years. He's a jet setter from the Virgin Islands. He's invested in baseball youth and trying to provide that bridge to give those young men from the Virgin Islands an opportunity to come here and get a better education and realize their dreams. A couple of those young men that he brought many years ago are actually in professional baseball, and he's another really special individual, Gary Smith.
And now, representing the World Classic National League team, beginning with this member out of Alabama, a first baseman out of Goshen High School, Cade Edwards. Cade is a 5-time Power Showcase participant, and last year recorded 5 home runs and a longest distance of 420 feet. Also representing Alabama, a right fielder out of Fairhope High School, Cole Dean. Cole is committed to the University of South Alabama. Representing Arizona, a first baseman out of Centennial High School, William Strand. Representing Brazil, a first baseman and 2-time world champion who recorded 21 home runs in last year's event with a long of 491 feet, Clayton Bolkema. Clayton is committed to the University of Texas. Representing Connecticut, a pitcher out of St. Joseph High School, Brandon Rovanelli. Brandon is pitching innings 4 through 6 in the World Classic.
Representing Connecticut, a catcher out of Frederick Gunn School, Will Bartoli. Representing Cuba, a catcher out of Elite Squad Academy, Alejandro Ludero. Alejandro is committed to Lipscomb University. Representing the Dominican Republic, a shortstop out of Sports Academy, Emmanuel Beltre. And Manuel is a 2-time Power Showcase participant. Representing Iowa, a first baseman out of Waukee High School, Zach Turpin. Representing Idaho, a center fielder out of Sugar Salem High School, Will Chappell. Will is a 5-time returning participant, and last year he recorded 10 home runs with a long of 405 feet and is committed to Brigham Young University.
Representing Michigan, a pitcher out of Brighton High School, Andrew Everson. Andrew is a starting pitcher in the World Classic. Representing Michigan, a pitcher out of Gabriel Richard High School, Drew Everingham. Drew will pitch innings 7 through 9 in the World Classic. Representing Michigan, he is a shortstop out of Woodhaven High School, Jace Davis. Also representing Michigan, he's a catcher out of Howell High School and a 3-time returning participant who recorded 5 home runs last year with a long of 449 feet, Nico Hall. Representing Missouri, he's a right fielder out of Eureka High School, Brady Piccarelli. Brady is committed to the University of Missouri.
Representing Mississippi, a first baseman out of Madison Ridgeland Academy, Corey Watkins. Corey recorded 9 home runs during his high school season and is committed to Northwest Mississippi Community College. Representing New York, a catcher out of the Archbishop Stepanek School, Wally Briganti. Wally is a 3-time Power Showcase participant and is committed to Swarthmore College. Representing Puerto Rico, a left fielder out of Pro Baseball Academy and High School, Jaramil Brusueno. Representing Tennessee, a first baseman and pitcher out of Dyersburg High School, Braden Turnage. Braden is pitching innings 10 through 12 in the World Classic. Representing Texas, a center fielder out of Liberty Christian School, Hogan Nelson. Hogan is a 5-time returning participant and is a 2-time world champion who is committed to Dallas Baptist University.
Representing Texas, a catcher out of Brownwood High School and a 2-time returning participant who last year hit 2 home runs with a long of 389 feet. Additionally, he won the Dovetail Bats Offensive MVP for the 15th Annual World Classic and is committed to Western Texas College. Logan Posey. Representing Texas, a left fielder out of Goose Creek Memorial School, Zachary Reed. Representing Wisconsin, he is a catcher out of Mosinee High School, Gavin Obremski. Gavin is committed to Rock Valley College. And representing Wisconsin, a first baseman out of University School of Milwaukee, Graham Caston. Graham is committed to Concordia University, Wisconsin. One more round of applause for the World Classic National League team and for all of our Power Showcase competitors this week.
Hey, Alejandro, hold on for a second. Okay, parents, your sons right now are in the visitors clubhouse doing their green screen. It is running a little bit late, so if you want to text them, call them. We're going to have the green screen opportunity again tomorrow once the Home Run Derby starts. So again, you can get in touch with your sons, go do the red carpet photograph, and you guys can go home and get a good night's sleep, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow.